Hey again, everyone. It's Tyler Cavalli and Jacob Roth along with you for KRVN Sizzling across Nebraska. We are in the Omaha region in Millard, Nebraska, as we're at B.I.G Meats. It's our latest stop of the Red Meat Road Trip. This is in a unique location again, but that's something that we've learned here when we've crept closer into the cities or in the cities overall. It's been interesting how people have managed, and this place, from doing some research, has been here for a while.
Yeah, even if it's the standalone spots obviously tucked away in cities, but even if it's the big cities, little towns, you feel like these types of spots kind of tucked away in these areas, they have to make the most of their space. They've got a lot of space here at B.I.G Meats, but excited to kind of see what it looks like, or I guess it looks like they have a lot of space. So excited to kind of see what that looks like and go in and learn more.
Learn a little bit more about B.I.G Meats thanks to our great sponsors in the Nebraska Cattlemen, Cross Diamond Cattle, Cross Diamond Meats in Bertrand, the Dawson County Cattlemen, and the Nebraska Beef Council is putting on the Nebraska Beef Passport. So let's head into B.I.G Meats. All right, we are back here as we're at B.I.G Meats in Omaha, Nebraska, as we're joined by Patty Hankey, who is the co-owner, joining us here on our Red Meat Road Trip series. And Patty, let's talk about this location here and how this kind of all got started for you guys.
Okay, so 1969 is when the business started. My father-in-law and his brother started the business, and then in 2020, my husband and his brother purchased it when they retired. And so we're second generation, and we're hoping for a third generation to be coming along.
So talk about what you guys actually offer here at B.I.G Meats. Is it a full service, bring in your animal, are you hanging them? Talk about what you guys actually offer.
Okay, so we're not a custom butcher. We do wild game processing, deer, elk, antelope, all that kind of stuff. Our beef that we carry is certified Angus. We buy it boxed and break it down from there. We offer all kinds of bacon, hams, jerkies, snack sticks. We make all that here, a variety of sausages. So everything that we do is pretty much made here in our facility.
Talk about the uniqueness of the location, of being in Omaha and having a facility like this.
Well, we're a dying breed. There's not a whole lot of what we call old-fashioned butcher shops around anymore. So that's kind of we're a niche market. We specialize in high quality. Everything we do is high quality, beef, pork, chicken, everything that we do. So it's a little bit different from shopping in a grocery store meat department.
And we're definitely going to have to get into that wild game aspect of things in a little bit, but we're standing in front of what seems to be a lot of the different products that you guys make with beef as opposed to just those traditional cuts. Talk about some of the jerkies and the meat sticks and all the different things that you guys offer here at B.I.G Meats.
So we have we do about 3 different flavors of jerky, probably about 15 different flavors of snack sticks, 15, 16 different flavors of our bratwursts and grilling sausages. So those are unique specifically to us because we make them here. So you can't go and find those anywhere else out there. So, yeah, that's kind of a niche that we have as well, is with all the homemade stuff that we do here. We have 2 smokehouses. They run in the winter months during deer processing. They run 24/7. So yeah, we're busy with all that stuff.
And talk a little bit about the changes in the evolution. Obviously, it's been in the family for such a long time, but the last 5 years have been crazy for the meat locker industry and the butcher shop industry. Talk about the change you've seen, and I mean, honestly, even this summer there's been big changes as some folks have kind of changed the way that they're buying beef just because of the price of it. Talk a little bit what you've seen here in Millard.
So I would say that our freezer bundles have kind of grown in popularity, and I think driven by price increases, because if you buy 3 months worth of food at one time, you're kind of locked into that price for those 3 months because you've already paid for it, and you avoid the weekly price increases sometimes that we endure. So freezer meat and buying in bulk, I think, is something that we've seen an increase in over the last probably 5 years.
So you guys have felt even the prices with the cattle prices the way that they are even here as well.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. That's kind of a challenge because every time you get a truck in, we get them twice a week. I mean, you could do price changes on Tuesday and Friday on the same item, so it just depends on what item you're talking about. But yeah, the beef definitely has been pretty volatile of late, pricing.
Again, we are here just outside of the Omaha region, or in the Omaha region, at B.I.G Meats, as we are talking with Patty Hankey, who is a co-owner here. Patty, I want to go back to something you mentioned and this is something that when we started this whole series back Memorial Weekend earlier this summer, one sentiment that people unfortunately said was that this is kind of a dying breed. Why is that?
It's a lot of hard work, physical hard work, and I just don't feel like there's many people around that are willing to put the energy and the effort into a business like this. It's very physical. It's taxing on your bodies. As owners, you're here all the time. It's just a lot, and I just don't know that there's people out there that are interested in working that hard, so to speak.
And on the flip side, it's interesting because even more so, it seems like in the last 5 years, customers are more willing to come buy all this. But if nobody's obviously has a business, then it's obviously a weird dilemma at that point.
Right. I mean, if we go away, then they're kind of forced to either find a small butcher shop, maybe in a small little town outside of Nebraska, or back to your grocery stores,
And jumping into the kind of the wild game side of things now, because that's been a wildly sized spectrum when talking to the different lockers and butcher shops in terms of, we take stuff, we don't take stuff, we used to, then we stopped. It seems like 2020 was a big change for people, but you said that you guys do wild game.
We do. It's a big portion of our operation.
What does that kind of look? So, do people bring in boneless meat, or can they bring in the animal? What does that all kind of look like from your side of things?
We take it both ways. You can bring in the whole carcass, or you can bring it boned out, or you can bring it quartered, and we can bone it for you. So, the big thing that we like to emphasize there is if you're going to bone out your own meat, it has to be good, clean meat. We will not take anything that's got hair, blood clots, and all that kind of stuff. We do our stuff in batch. As far as our wild game processing, you're guaranteed to get back your steaks, roasts, chops, any of the fresh cuts. That's guaranteed to be your meat. We take great care in keeping everything separate that way. But when it comes to sausage and jerky, it's just impossible with the number of animals that we do to keep each little batch of sausages separate. So we're very particular about taking good, clean meat and animals that have been properly field dressed and cared for.
So a lot of specifics to follow there for that wild game. What is that season? How does that season kind of look like for you guys with that wild game side of things? Is it kind of an evergreen thing just because of, obviously, sometimes someone's, I'll quarter it and I'll get to it later, and then they never get to it. Right. What does that look like for you? And obviously, we're probably knocking on the door of the main busy season.
The bow season started September 1st, which we've had a handful in. But come the Nebraska rifle season is really when we really hit it hard. We will do a lot of carcass, we'll do a lot of boned out meat, but like you said, some people will quarter their deer and maybe throw it in the freezer and get to it later. Well, that later never comes, so we've had people bring in their deer, stuff they've had in the freezer from last season, which really isn't even a year ago, but bringing it in now before we hit our busy season for us to process it. So, yeah, I mean, we'll do it year round pretty much, but if you're not bringing it in during our November to December season, we'll do a micro batch of just specifically your product.
We talked about the meat sticks that you guys have, but talk about different cuts that you also have as well. And are there people that can buy if they want a quarter or a half? Do you guys also help align that up as well?
We do not sell like a half or a whole or a quarter beef, just because buying hanging beef anymore is kind of a thing of the past. What we do offer is what I mentioned earlier on is our freezer bundles, and they're priced anywhere probably from $150 up to about $1,000. And the nice thing about those is you can customize them to what you want. You can make substitutions. When you buy a half a cow, you get what you get.
Right.
And you may have more of this and less of that. This way you can kind of customize and make substitutions to fit your family's needs. So we feel like it's a better option than buying a half a cow or a quarter of a cow.
And so do you also have steaks? I think I've seen some steaks. In fact, you had a customer come in and buy roasts and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Every cut of beef, pork, chicken. Like I said, we make all of our own bacon. We do beef bacon. Grind all of our hamburger fresh here. anything that you're going to get here is going to be top-notch, good quality.
Why is it important to continue to support Nebraska beef in particular?
Well, that's what keeps us going, so that's our livelihood. So if people aren't supporting the beef industry, then we're pretty much dead in the water.
With you guys being here in the Omaha region, where's a lot of your beef coming from at that point?
We have a Midwestern distributor that in Minnesota that we buy all of our stuff from.
So it might not be 100% Nebraska, but at the bare minimum, it's Midwest. There's no
It's
Brazilian
Midwestern.
cow thrown in there out of
No,
nowhere.
absolutely not. It's going to be Iowa, Nebraska, just the Midwestern states. Yeah.
My favorite part of the passport, personally, is we get to go around and try all these different things, these different specialties, and other folks can do it along with us as well. If someone's coming out to B.I.G. Meats here in Millard and wants to get one thing, one beef product that you feel like is your best foot forward, what would you recommend to people?
I would say our ground beef, because a lot of people might not buy fillets at the grocery store or ribeyes, but everybody's eating ground beef. And our ground beef is so different and such a better quality than what you could get in the grocery store. It's the best comparison. So I would say if you've not ever been here, at least come and try our ground beef.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's a good angle to go with.
As we wrap things up, people coming here, obviously the Nebraska Beef Passport's almost done, but it doesn't mean people still can't come check things out.
Sure.
If they're wanting to get a hold of you guys in terms of bringing in their animal, whether that's a wild game, whatever it may be at this point, or just coming here and checking out your storefront, what are your hours and how do they contact you? And where, again, are you located?
We're located in Millard, right off of 137th and Millard Ave. Our hours are 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, 9 to 3:30 on Saturday, closed on Sunday. During the Nebraska rifle season, we are here from 8:30 to 7, that entire 9-day period, even Sunday, both Sundays. And after that, then we'll go back to our normal hours. And phone number 402-895-9525. We do have a webpage, bigmeats-omaha.com.
All right, very good. Well, that is Patty Hankey, who is the co-owner of B.I.G. Meats, as we're here in Millard, Nebraska, as it's our latest stop of KRVN Sizzling across Nebraska. All right, welcome back to B.I.G. Meats here in Millard, Nebraska. It's our latest stop of KRVN Sizzling across Nebraska. Great stop. Great story once again. I know we keep saying the story aspect, but that makes this whole red meat road trip.
No, I mean, the red meat road trip has been eating a lot of great beef. We're not done yet. We're getting closer, but we're not done. A lot of great meat and a lot of great stories. I mean, that's been one of the coolest spots, whether it's the family-owned business like we've got here, and we had a couple other stops that are these long-standing family traditions, or someone that's just jumping into the game and wants to build something. I mean, every single stop has been a little bit different, and this stop was no different either.
Yeah, and this is one of those that's been established for such a long time, from family to family. They have kept it going, and they've done it in a variety of different ways, from different locations, and they've morphed it here into Millard, Nebraska, and they've found a lot of success.
No, they found a lot of success, and that's leaning into the wild game side of things and being committed to getting that done. I mean, even changing their hours to become more available during that 9-day rifle season in Nebraska. Also, another thing, we found out as we were talking, we always get great tidbits after we're done recording because maybe we don't ask good questions, who knows. Certified Angus, I don't want to misquote, but I believe she said they were the only fully certified Angus butcher shop in Omaha.
Licensed in Omaha.
Only licensed, that was the word.
Yeah,
that was the word.
Yeah. Which is incredible to think about, because there's so many other locations, some that we've already been at here in Nebraska or in Omaha.
No, really, really cool, obviously, is they're also right off of Busy Road as we're hearing it once again, but really, really cool stop, really, really nice folks here, and we're swinging on by. Excited to try the meat sticks we were able to get.
Absolutely, and something else that we talked about as well, and we've heard from a lot of other of the owners of meat lockers or meat shops from across Nebraska, is they said that a lot of people come from, not just, because I was asking about clientele, not just from Nebraska or Omaha region, but from out of state, from Colorado, from Kansas, from Rapid City, South Dakota. That tells you they're doing it right here at B.I.G.
Absolutely.
All right, so we had a great stop once again. We appreciate their hospitality. You should stop here, even though the passport is almost done. It does not matter. Check them out here in Millard, Nebraska. Thanks to our great sponsors, the Nebraska Cattlemen, the Dawson County Cattlemen, Cross Diamond Cattle, Cross Diamond Meats in Bertrand, and of course the Nebraska Beef Council as well. He's Jacob Roth. I'm Tyler Cavalli from Millard, Nebraska, and B.I.G. Meats. It's KRVN's Sizzling across Nebraska.